I'm Shilpa Raj. I am the daughter of an elephant chaser and a housemaid. I'm here to share my story with you all. It was a story that was covered as part of the Netflix documentary, Daughters of Destiny. So I am a daughter of destiny. Let's start from the very beginning. Some 25 years ago, I was born to my parents in deep interior Karnataka. And my parents were not able to afford to support me, my younger brother, and my younger sister. So in addition to being an elephant chaser, my father was also the producer and distributor of illegal liquor. And we were a socially and economically challenged family. We were not as educated, my parents were not educated, but we were a very closely knit family. I think that is one thing that comes to families that are socially and economically challenged. We were a closely knit village, so we lived very close to my grandparents. And my grandmom used to be so fond of me. She would embrace me every time she saw me, and she would kiss me on my cheek. But I would hate it. I would push her away because she reeked of alcohol. She drank 3 to 4 glasses of alcohol every night. I hated her. But then one day my father explained to me that it was not a choice. It was fate that she had to drink 3 to 4 glasses of alcohol every night because she suffered from unbearable stomach pain. I would later on go on to identify that this was actually tumor that the family did not recognize, and she was just keeping it at bay by drinking alcohol. So that is the family that I'm from. But I'm not here to share that story. I'm here to share the story of the privilege that I got to enjoy despite being born into that family. So when I was 4 years old, there's this dark blue Jeep that came into my village, and they said, "We are willing to take your kids to a boarding school and provide them education if they pass a couple of tests at the clinic here." Now nobody believed that because that's too good to be true, right? People thought this was a child abduction plan. And they said all these rumors, and my mom wouldn't believe. My mom wanted to protect me. My father tried to reason with her, and he said, "Listen, our Shilpa needs that. Our Shilpa deserves that education." But he couldn't think of one example in the family of what good education could do to a person. But somehow he was a man who was just drenched in hope, and my mom knew she couldn't argue with him. So somehow they sent me to the boarding school. My mom cried, but she was proud that I made it in the test. I was able to count the number of coins that they asked me to count. She was very proud that I made it. And I was selected. I was one of the 2 girls from the village who got selected to go to Shanti Bhavan. Shanti Bhavan is also known as the Heaven of Peace, and man was it. Because I arrived there barefoot. They gave me 4 pairs of slippers. One for the bathroom, one for the bedroom, one for school, one for play. And before I arrived there, my mom would give me ragi porridge 3 times a day. And when I had it, I couldn't have it to my heart's content. She would say, "Don't be greedy. I didn't have this when I was growing up." But now I had idlis and puris and hot cocoa every day, and I could have it as much as I wanted. I had soft toys everywhere. I had cots and not the hard floor. I was so happy, and I was starting to forget where I came from. I was starting to enjoy this. I was living in a world of abundance, and I was desiring for more. I was enjoying privileges that people that are left behind can only imagine, probably can't even imagine. I looked forward to the vacation when I could go back to my parents and share these stories of this faraway school with them. I was looking forward to the vacation to tell my mom that she made the right decision by letting my father do what he wanted. I looked forward to meet my younger brother and younger sister. Every year I would go home and I would narrate these stories. And in this English that I acquired because of my new school and accent that I'm proud of. So I'd go and tell them I'm having so much fun, this is the teacher that I have, this is the subject I'm studying. And my sister and my brother would want to join me, and their eyes would twinkle, and we were all waiting for the day that they would turn 4 so that they could join me in my new school. Little did we know at that point in time that it was a privilege. It was a matter of destiny. It was not certainty. It was not a choice. It was not Shanti Bhavan's responsibility to give us education. We could not afford it. They did not come to our village any other year. My sister and my brother could not join me where I was. So they continued in the school that I left behind. They continued in a school where teachers did not come in every day. They continued in a school of insufficiency. I continued to visit them every year for 3 months. Me and my sister would have all the fun in the world. She would demand that I carry her on my shoulders all around this village, and everyone used to be scared of us because we were this naughty duo. But despite all of that, there was this resentment that she had towards me, because in my stories were kind people, were in faraway lands that I got to travel to because of scholarships that I acquired. In her stories were imaginary things. In her stories were wilderness. But despite it all, she was a free woman. Not because anybody gave her the freedom, but she took it. She was a happy woman. She was a wild woman. She was an untamed wild woman. But there was resentment and there was guilt from my end. And I promised her I would complete my education, come teach you. I would give you everything that I got. I would transfer it. But we started drifting apart. And when she was 14, she started acting out. She started behaving in ways that my father would not approve of. I would not approve of. She got a boyfriend at the age of 14. That's a crime in my place. So, and she used to pull evil pranks on me. There's this one time that her boyfriend called me and said, your sister is missing. And I was like, I started freaking out and I realized she was sitting right next to him. So I stopped believing her. We started drifting apart, and a week back I got a call from her where she said, Akka, I'm very sorry. Let's start over again. I did not think too much at the time because in my head it was another prank. This is not the first time she's apologizing to me. So I got the call, I didn't think too much at the time. A couple days passed and I continued with my life as is. And there was this birthday party that I was a part of. My teacher, we were celebrating her birthday. She pulled me out and she said, can I talk to you in person? She took me to the terrace and she said, Shilpa, you need to be strong. I knew something was coming my way, but I was not prepared for what came my way. She said, we just heard news that your sister has passed. She took her own life. And I still don't know how to react to that. I'm still processing it all. I keep thinking, was it because of me? Was it because I did not give her the apology that she seeked? Was it because she did not know better? Was it because I did not know better? Because if I were in that position, I have the awareness to ask for help. But I did not know that she was going through it. Neither of us knew better. And I'm still trying to understand all of this because she is also the daughter of an elephant chaser and a housemaid. Why didn't she deserve exactly what I deserved? Why were we daughters of destiny and not daughters of choice? Why were we daughters of destiny and not daughters of fortune? Why did we not deserve education? Why was it a privilege? Why was it just not something we had?